So what kind of power is that in terms of, what does it feel like when you're taking a chemi?
It's like more possibilities.
More possibilities?
This personal.
What?
This personal.
That's personal.
It feels like being caught in a wave or in a, when you're in a storm, the wind's really strong. Like, if you resist it, you're going to get hurt, so you just kind of, I don't know how to describe it.
Go with it.
It's as if your body is, like you said, already going in this direction, and you just continue going in the direction you were intending to go, or you're turned by the wave and you're going somewhere different, but then you realize that that's where you intended to go. That doesn't make sense.
I like it. I like the feeling. So I just think that we should, consider that there's a wide range of power. There's soft power, there's receptive power, there's bright power, that kind of intense power. And I think we have capacity to actually use all of that, emotionally and psychologically. We can be very clean and clear when we need to be. The way you are, when we're doing a good job parenting, we need to be very clear. Be able to say, that's not acceptable behavior. You need to go to your room, but still, we love the child. But we're very clean, we're very clear. So, just so we can realize through our practice, what are our tendencies, what kind of power do we gravitate toward? And that's nice, develop the kind we're not as good at. Even though it's work, develop it. If you're good at that kind of clear, definitive, you like that power, then work on your soft power. If you're good at soft power, feel a little uncomfortable with that intense, clear power, work on that. So the idea is that you have a wide range that you can draw from. And then your intuition, your natural spirit will be able to utilize what it needs to, rather than thinking, gee, I wish I could have been stronger, but I wasn't. Or thinking, gee, I wish I could have been a little softer, but I wasn't. We want to develop that capacity. So here in Aikido, we can actually tend to see where our strengths and weaknesses are. And the nice thing about Aikido being a non-competitive, non-overtly competitive art, is that we don't have to keep secrets, and so we can beat someone in a test. So we can actually work on our weaknesses here. We don't have to try to cover them up. And so if we can discover them in our bodies, it's very likely there'll be a similar situation going on in our emotions in our mind. So that's just something to work on and think about for how to keep ourselves learning going forward. One of my favorite parts about my role in Aikido I get to do tonight. Holy power. So I get to present this to Steve Leventhal for Sandan. Ooh. Congratulations. We had a lot of jokes in Bhutan about the term auspicious. Everything we make jokes about this being auspicious, that being auspicious, all these numbers were auspicious. But it is rather auspicious that you would receive your certificate in the new year, the beginning of the new year. So I think that's wonderful. And hopefully it will bode well for your development going forward. And let's just take a moment and see if we can Maybe you know people personally who could use support. And we know people out in the world who could use support. So as we receive the blessing of our lineage and the spirit of Aikido, we could send out into the world the good energy for people who need support to find their power so they can live their lives more fully and with less suffering. Well, it's wonderful to be back. Bhutan is an amazing country. If you ever have a chance to go there, I highly recommend it. Never been in a place where the feeling of harmony and peace was so strong in the land, the animals, and the people coexisting with such kindness toward each other. Amazing stories of kindness, so natural to them. It's not made up. We didn't hear any mean-spiritedness. The animals are not afraid. The horses, cows, dogs just wander around in the streets. The cars just wait till they go through. They're not shy. You go up to a horse or a cow, they just look at you. It's just amazing because that's always a good sign when you see animals that are so peaceful and harmonious. They're not in pens, they're not in fences, they're not tied up. They just hang out. Amazing feeling. So it's just nice to know there's a place, at least still at this time, a land where people really are kind, and that's the basis of their belief system. They call Bhutan the land of happiness, and it was amazing. So it's great to be back, and it's great to know that that's still there as a place to be. Are there any announcements?
Yeah, could we do a little circle?
Do a circle?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So much for us. I was thinking of like him asking me to do this, and I was like, I'm thinking, it's like, oh no, why do you have that thing now? But you do so much for us, and just being yourself. I think all of us just appreciate you being yourself and sharing a wonderful path of continual growth. That's marvelous. Okay, so Wendy's going to pray.
Would you like some help?
Important people missing tonight, like Tony Sensley, Brian Sensley, and Grace Sensley, but we could put it up there, and we have one for Kirk. Kirk, you're so generous with yourself. And I very much appreciate it.
with as many people as possible.
Yeah, thanks to all the new people for listening.
Keep it going. And leadership embodiment is growing too, and we have offerings of level 1s and courses in San Rafael. So if you're interested, feel free to check the website on that and see what we're doing.